Mount joins Bellingham and Kane on Manchester United's summer target list. Manchester United have added Chelsea's Mason Mount to a list of attacking midfield targets, including Jude Bellingham, who could prove too expensive if Erik Ten Hag devotes the bulk of his summer budget to a move for Harry Kane. Ten Hag wants an elite number 9, and although Napoli's Victor Osimhen is on United's radar, Kane is seen as a sure guarantee of Premier League goals. The Tottenham striker could decide it is time for a fresh challenge, although signing him would not be easy. Spurs hope to ward off suitors by demanding a huge fee for Kane, who is also of interest to Bayern Munich, and that could force United to be more prudent when they look to strengthen in other positions. Borussia Dortmund are expected to want at least £100 million for Bellingham, and that could make Mount, who is in a standoff with Chelsea over extending his contract before it expires in the summer of 2024, a more affordable option. United are well aware that doing business with Tottenham's chairman, Daniel Levy, over Kane will not be simple. The England captain, who has less than 18 months on his contract, was unsuccessful when he tried to leave for Manchester City 2 summers ago. But the 29-year-old is facing another trophyless season. Spurs lost to Sheffield United in the FA Cup last week and were knocked out of the Champions League by Milan on Wednesday, and has still not won a major honour for club or country. United, who lifted the Carabao Cup last month, are improving under Ten Hag, and buying Kane would give them a chance of challenging for the title. Kane recently broke Jimmy Greaves' goal-scoring record for Spurs and could decide he wants to be a one-club man. Yet the situation at Spurs is uncertain. They are 4th in the Premier League, but Antonio Conte is highly unlikely to be their manager next season. United will hope the uncertainty over Conte, whose exit could lead to Mauricio Pochettino returning to Spurs, works in their favour. They are short of central strikers, and Ten Hag is driving the pursuit of Kane, who could form a devastating partnership with his England teammate Marcus Rashford. Osimhen's goals have propelled Napoli to top of Serie A, but the Nigerian would not be cheap and would need to adjust to the Premier League. Ten Hag is also looking to strengthen in attacking midfield. Casemiro's outstanding form has made a defensive midfielder less of a priority, and United remain in the race for Bellingham. But their interest in Kane could price them out of a move for the Dortmund midfielder. The 19-year-old is also being courted by Real Madrid and Liverpool. Chelsea have not given up hope of landing the England international. United are looking at alternatives and could rival Liverpool for Mount. The 24-year-old's talks with Chelsea over a new deal have hit a brick wall, and the club could look to sell him. Mount could be available for about £50 million. Chelsea's owners, Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital, are keen to avoid the uncertainty caused by letting players enter the final year of their contracts. They were not impressed with the previous regime allowing talks with Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen to drag on. Rudiger and Christensen left on free transfers last summer, leaving Chelsea with major gaps in defence. Chelsea, who are confident of extending Conte's contract, are expected to welcome offers for Mount if he goes into the summer with 1 year left on his deal. Liverpool want Mount as part of their midfield rebuild, and he has also attracted interest from Juventus. Mount's £75,000 a week wages make him one of the squad's lowest earners, and he wants the hierarchy to show they value him. He has been voted Player of the Season by Chelsea fans in each of the past 2 seasons. It is understood Chelsea's latest offer to Mount, who has lost his starting place in recent weeks and has had a disappointing campaign, was worth about £180,000 a week. Chelsea handed Reece James a deal worth up to £250,000 a week this season. Chelsea have spent more than £500 million since last summer, and selling Mount would help them in attempts to satisfy financial fair play regulations, particularly if they fail to qualify for the Champions League. However, Chelsea intends to continue spending. They have struggled for goals, and Graham Potter is interested in signing a striker in addition to RB Leipzig's Christopher Nkunku. Chelsea have looked at Osimhen,